Look, I'm gonna show you the final proof that this thing is a sky structure made with only fingers. Also, all the so-called buildings are fingers, spheres, and fingernails, and it's the same thing. And then you see these flashes that happen over. That's the same thing that is happening here in the dark. I mean, it's incredible. I just discovered that it pulsates and then it resets. And it does in intervals. It pulses in different times. Sometimes it takes longer, sometimes goes one, then a little bit another, then a little bit another, then it takes a long time, then another. It's like sets of three or sets of one, and it takes a long time, and then another one after 2 minutes. But you can see that in the dark, and then you see the flashes in the bright part of Earth when it comes out of the shadow line from the shade. Oh my God, that was my knee. Collapsed. Shit, that hurt. See, look at this. Check it out. Look how the vibration I go and stop. Clearly, you're gonna see it. Oh, come on, man. Come on. See how the deal goes, but it comes to a complete stop, then continues. Apparently it's not doing it on this close to the bright part of Earth. Let's go back. Notice another thing, that spherical deal doesn't move from anywhere. You keep going back in, the sphere deal is still there. That's one thing that I don't understand how that can be. And you can see the silhouettes of the structures right there. You can see check it out, when I stop this thing, look what you see. The same fingers and fingernails, the same thing that I drew on see, look at that, right there. People, oh, I see faces. I didn't know, man, you're not seeing anything. It looked like, but it's not. There's all fingers and fingernails. And the intersecting line makes them look like eyes or heads or arms, or, you know, or it's not, none of that. Like this piece right here, look, it looks like a little pyramid. Look, right there. what you call the fingers, like somebody sticking his fingers out of that hole. Look at that. But you see how the outlines are always the same. And you have another one here is the shape of a fingernail. And this bigger one is the same thing. I mean, I don't know how to explain anymore. It's the same thing, man. It gets old, repeating the same shit, and people just, nobody writes nothing, no comment. Only one guy that recently came and say a couple of words, but then he got lost. I mean, he doesn't know much. He noticed things, but, you know, I tried to tell him, look, man, what you're seeing there is all the same thing. And, you know, you have to go from the beginning as you, Lee, did. You've been following for a long time. It takes, all it takes is objective and methodical analysis of pictures and videos. And when you go frame by frame, that's how you know what is really there. In this case, this thing moves so fast that we are moving like super extra slow. They can be doing 50,000 circles around us and we haven't taken 2 steps. That's how fast they are. So imagine how they see us like, but then again, you know, we are in a system that for some reason is like a school. We come here to learn something. I don't know if reincarnation is the deal. I don't know. People have deja vu and they say that that's because you've been here before, blah, 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 blah. But nobody has said, oh, well, I remember I was a soldier, I was a prime minister, I was the king of, I was a dickhead another 1,000 years ago. I mean, that is difficult to, if you really are a reincarnation of some shit. Now look at this picture right here. Look at the 2 spherical objects. They're sitting on top of columns. This one is, at least, this one. There's another one right here, look. At the edge of the screen, right there. And you can see that this whole thing is the same deal. It repeats over and over. It's 3-dimensional. See how it bends? Like a real fingernail in a finger. But it just repeats over and over. It's incredible when you realize what it is. So this thing, look, when you start running the deal, look how that thing is going to oh my God, the computer froze up. Oh, no, it's okay. Look, check it out. and then it stops. Boom. And then it comes there. See how it stopped? And then it will stop again. And that look like the entities are moving so fast. Look. If that symbol wouldn't come up, you could see the thing go click, 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 click. That's what I do in slow motion, to see how they move, what's happening. But it's so fast. Look how many spherical deals are. They are all aligned. See, look, pa pa pa, and then pa pa pa, and then pa pa pa. And they are aligned vertical, horizontal, and diagonal. And see how the vibration goes and stop, and it keep going again. You have to pay close attention. Sometimes it takes a while for a thing to boom. There, you see how it stops and then it keep going. And then sometimes it do it more frequent than others. The stopping of the vibration. Maybe they are like arguing, oh, this asshole with the camera, he caught, what we do? Oh, what we're gonna do? Nothing, we can touch him. He knows about, he can call the dude. Look at that. It fluctuates, see? So now let's move forward. I don't want to keep staring at this shit. Let's go to the sky. See? So now look at this deal. Pam, pam, pam. Look at this. This is the deal right here. You tell me those are buildings. Look at this. This is a freaking finger and a fingernail on top. Look at that. And finally figure out what all of that is, all fingers now. Finger and fingernails. Look at that cylindrical deal.